What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning into yet another episode of the Sports Muse podcast. I am your host, Kevin Brumley. Guys, right now, PA, Michigan, stand up and slap that subscribe button, all right? Show your boy some love. I just hit 1,000 hours of watch time on my YouTube channel, and I've been doing this for not even 3 months. So, I'm really happy about that. Make sure you subscribe. Join this journey, man. I want to give a shout out to Clubhouse Cards. They sponsor this show. They're the ones that hooked me up with these helmets, these autographed jerseys behind me. You can find their information in the description to this video, link to their website, Instagram, all that stuff. You can also find them on my Instagram page, which you should check out, which is at _sports_muse. And that gets me to my point today. My guest is, I guess he's a decent athlete. He's had a little bit of success, 2 wrestling state championships, 3 football state championships. He's only lost 6 times ever in wrestling. He's never lost a game on the football field while he's been playing. That is crazy, okay? He's a great young man. He's looking to play 2 sports at Michigan. My guest today is Gaige Garcia. He is a stud if there's ever been one. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a little bit of his highlights, and then we're going to get right to the interview. So let's go. Well, let's see what kind of athlete Gaige is, okay? He's going to run a sweep left, and he's going to cut it back across the grain, stiff arm a kid, go up the right sideline. Uh-oh, but a kid has an angle on him. Can he get him? Nope. All right, outruns the defense. Right here, man. 3 guys have an angle on him. There's no way he's going to get in. Breaks 1, makes 2 look silly, drags him in for a touchdown. Right here, he's hit 4 yards in the backfield, does not care, makes the safety miss, makes the linebacker miss, makes another kid miss. It takes the entire team to bring him down. All right, guys, like I said, man, outstanding athlete on the show today, multi-sport athlete. He's wrestling in D1 at Michigan. He's playing football D1 at Michigan. Gaige Garcia. Gaige, how you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. Can't complain. Hopefully this whole pandemic thing kind of slows down because I'm afraid it's going to ruin some seasons, So hopefully it calms down and we're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So first question is, man, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Like you said, I'm Gaige Garcia. I'm playing football and wrestling at the University of Michigan. In high school, I did wrestling, track, and football.
Okay, nice. What made you choose Michigan?
So the biggest thing for me in the recruiting process was finding a place that made it seem like home, made me feel like I was part of the family, and Michigan definitely checked all those boxes off. A lot of schools, they have all the glamour, they have all the big things, but the family aspect of it and making it feel like home was definitely big for me.
And I think that's one of the number one things you hear about Jim Harbaugh is just a great guy, players coach, really relates with his, even in the NFL or his college athletes. So I definitely, can feel you on that.
Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
here's a question for you. Did you think it was a possibility where you were going to be able to wrestle and play football in college?
I did not. I kind of shifted over to just playing football because I really didn't think it was going to be possible. And I was talking to wrestling coaches, talking to football coaches, and then I'm like, I'm going to narrow it down to maybe a list of 5 wrestling schools and then, keep all my football options open. And I went to Michigan for a football camp. They offered me for football, and Harbaugh threw the idea out there of wrestling as well. And, that was something that I was struggling with. Like, I've done football and wrestling my whole entire life, and to throw out one of the sports, it kind of sucks. So now that I, have the opportunity to do both at a high level, it's pretty incredible.
It is a really cool opportunity, and it's, not many athletes have done it, especially with those 2 sports. We've seen multi-sport athletes, but you're talking about 2 of the most physically grueling sports there are with football and wrestling. So, you're definitely one of the rare athletes that are able to juggle both.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
there's been so many great football players that come out of PA. I mean, so many Hall of Famers. And with that being said, is you broke the PA touchdown record for a career. How cool is that, man?
Oh, that was awesome. That wasn't even something I like my freshman year. I would have even thought I would have been able to achieve. No, we only play a half of football most games, so stats weren't something that our team was really concerned about. But saying that you can have the most touchdowns in the state of Pennsylvania, so that's pretty awesome to say.
And it's also crazy that you're like, hey, we played a half of football and you rushed for nearly 8,000 yards in your career. That shows how dominant you were starting off your football career, man. Even as a freshman and sophomore, you were, heck of an athlete.
Yeah.
So, one thing that's crazy, I think, over all your accolades is I think it's crazy you never lost a varsity football game that you dressed for. The only game you lost during your high school career was the state championship your freshman year, and you didn't play in it because of an ankle injury. How
Yep.
crazy is that?
The mentality of going into every game knowing that you think you can win a football game, I think is huge. Like you said, watching from the sidelines as our team lost my freshman year, I realized, I never want to experience that again. Losing just plain out sucks. Winning is something I try to do in everything, regardless of what I'm doing, whether I'm playing tic-tac-toe or I'm playing a football game. So, that competitive mindset, I think, really carried out to not losing a football game.
Absolutely, and that definitely shows because you saw that on the mat as well, that you just have this grinding mentality of going like, this is life and death, it's kill or be killed, and I'm going to go out there and win. And as an athlete, as a coach, you can't ask for anything more, other than that mentality of going, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to set me up for success. One thing that's kind of weird is, like I said, man, 8,000 yards rushing, you broke the PA touchdown record. Why do you think you weren't recruited higher for football?
That's a question I can't even answer. It was kind of puzzling. It was kind of upsetting, but at the same time, I had to focus on other things. I had to focus on, helping my team out and doing whatever I can to win a state title in football, and just kind of letting the whole recruiting process take its course. So the answer to that question is, I don't know. I can't figure that one out.
Do you think that wrestling kind of held you back to a point where like some schools were afraid to offer you because they thought you were going to go to like a Cornell
Yeah.
or something for wrestling?
Yeah. So yeah, that was a thing. Like the football schools thought I was wrestling, and it was kind of hard to get that out there. Where
Sure.
I was like, no, I'm going to play football, because I was kind of juggling both at the time. I really didn't make up my mind yet. So yeah, that definitely threw a factor into it.
I'll tell you what's absolutely insane is so you're going into your freshman year at Michigan this coming year, and I've read that you can rep 225 like 20 times. Is that true?
Yeah, I actually did it 27 on Saturday.
So to put that in comparison, just like think of it football wise, is you're what, like 205, 210, something like that?
Yeah, right around there.
Okay, so the idea that you're doing essentially your body weight 27 times, you would be one of the strongest running backs in the NFL today. Like, not college football, in the NFL, the highest of the high athletes. That's how strong you are. That's how physically gifted you are as a young man. And that shows a work ethic. That doesn't happen on accident. That is by just being relentless in the gym and working and working and working. So that's just a crazy accomplishment in its own of just how physically strong you are, which is why you're able to juggle two sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think stuff like that can really show where you can be at.
Absolutely. Now, how was it? You graduated with them. You've played with them for your entire high school career. How was it playing with another elite prospect like a Julian Fleming?
Uh, he kind of brought the recruiting around. He was heavily recruited as a freshman. I think his first offer was actually from Michigan. So, from the recruiting aspect, he really helped us get recruited by him getting recruited, by him getting looked at. It was huge for us. Some of the players on my team that were kind of getting under recruited, he kind of helped us get recruited in the sense of that nature. But, playing with him as well on a Friday night, it made our jobs a lot easier. The pass game helps the run game helps the pass. So I think we complemented each other very well in that sense. And, it was a pleasure playing with him.
Absolutely. And, just to have both of you on that same team, you both have that dog mentality. You're both, extraordinary athletes. So that must have been nice as a coach to have, two of you guys on the same team.
Yeah, I'm sure he enjoyed it.
So let's jump to wrestling real quick, man. So according to PA Wrestling, you finished your high school career 163-6. You haven't lost a wrestling match in 2 years. How crazy is that?
After I lost in the semifinals my sophomore year, I kind of looked at it as like, I'm done with this. I cannot lose another wrestling match, especially down in Giant Center. I just can't do it. So I kind of took that into my training. I kind of took that into my mentality of saying, I can't lose another match. I have to win at all costs. And I kind of took that approach in my junior and senior year.
And I mean, you definitely achieved that goal. I mean, 105 career pins is insane. So not only you're winning matches, but you're dominating matches. You're putting kids flat on their back. Again, like, I'm not sure as an athlete what else you can do on the football field or on the wrestling mat more than what you just did. Why would you necessarily pick football over wrestling?
Football has always been something for me that, I just loved everything about it. Loved everything about the game. Wrestling I love a lot about too, but it's a love-hate relationship. You love the training, but you hate it. The competition, the nerves, the mental aspect of it. You love it. It helps you out in life a ton. It really makes you mentally tougher, but at the same time, it's grueling. I just kind of took it as, which one do I really enjoy doing more, and I think that would just bring it down to football.
And that makes a ton of sense. Now, does it also play a factor in your head that there's really not a ton of avenues after college for wrestling? It's either Olympics, MMA, or nothing. With football, you have a little bit more of a, if you're elite, you have a little bit more of a likelihood of playing past college.
Yeah, absolutely. The aspiration when you're playing football, you're always trying to. The ultimate goal is to go play professional football. Like you said with wrestling, that you have the Olympics or the UFC or MMA. But the likelihood of that is, it's not as much as you'd be. There's not as many resources or opportunities as there would be in football.
Absolutely. I'm completely with you on that. I mean, would you consider a career in like MMA?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really fought or done anything like that in my life, but it'd be something possibly.
I've trained. It's fun being punched in the face. Not so fun.
Yeah.
But it's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah.
So let's do this to end. Before we go to rapid fire question, is give me a bold statement about your Michigan career.
A bold statement. Oh, geez. A bold statement. Michigan will win a national title in both wrestling and football.
Ooh, I like it. He's going twofer.
There you go.
And then last question before I get to rapid fire is, I think that you're not only a great athlete on the field, but I think, you're a great human being. I think you're a role model for, young athletes and just young men in general. What is a message you would have for, young athletes or just, kids in high school?
The biggest thing is, don't listen to the people around you. Don't listen to the negative people around you, I should say. There's a lot of hate in this world. A lot of people can bring you down, but, have dreams. Have dreams so big that they scare you. Set goals. Go out and try to reach them. And if you come up short, that's okay. Go out there and have another goal. Always chasing something, always trying to be the best version of you, and not letting people bring it down. So
I like that a lot, man. I love the way you put it. Have a dream so big that it scares you. Because a lot of times that's the reason we don't chase our dreams is because we're like, I can't do this.
Yep.
I would love to have a podcast like the size of Joe Rogan or Bill Simmons. Is it ever going to happen? Probably not. But it was something where I had some time and I was like, you know what, let's just do it, man. I like talking sports. Let's talk to some cool athletes. And, that's what I'm doing. So I love it, man. So let's get to some rapid fire questions. First question, give me an athlete or a celebrity you don't like.
Oh, geez. Athlete or celebrity I don't like. I don't know, someone from Ohio State.
Julian.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me your favorite superhero.
Hulk.
Hulk, okay. What was your dream job as a little kid?
Dream job, doctor.
Doctor? What are you majoring in at Michigan, by the way?
Business as of now.
Okay, that's cool. Who is your favorite musical artist?
Favorite musical artist? Probably at the moment, Luke Combs.
Okay. And then what is the best sports movie?
Blindside.
Would you spend a year in jail if they promised to give you $5 million?
Oh. I probably think I'd have to. Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it, man. I feel like I'm the kind of guy, like I'd be in jail for like 3 days and I'd be like, I can't do it.
That's how I would be too, but $5 million is a lot of
You're
money.
right. What animal would you be?
Animal, grizzly bear.
Oh, I like that. That's an interesting one. Favorite fast food restaurant?
Favorite fast food restaurant would be Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is a good one. You ever had the chicken sandwich from Popeyes? It's pretty cash money.
No, I haven't actually.
It's good. If you like a little bit of spice, their spicy chicken sandwich is bomb.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever even been out of Popeyes.
Oh, it's good. It's good. What is something that annoys you?
Something that annoys me. All the hate in this world, I would think. All the negativity.
I like it, man. I like that answer. I can't stand it. Like dude, why can't we just root for each other? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is something you wish you could do?
Wish I could do? Probably wish to play in the pros.
I like it. And then what is your favorite TV show?
The Office.
The Office, classic. And then last one is, who is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush? Well, I hope my girlfriend's not watching. Celebrity crush. Oh, geez. Celebrity crush from the boy standpoint, The Rock, and from a girl standpoint, probably Carrie Underwood.
I like it. Yeah, The Rock, he's got a decent build. I think he works out, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So, man, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy guy, especially being a two-sport athlete. I appreciate you coming on the show. I definitely enjoyed having you. And, guys, check him out on social media. Follow his career at Michigan. And, again, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem at all. And, guys, hit the like and subscribe button. If you don't, Gaige is going to come to your house and beat you up fast. Until next time, guys.